Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is that you're watching this. My name is Jason and I'm the king of cannabis. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing cartridges and the different kinds of cartridges that are out there and what the best carts for your usage is. But first, this video is intended for adults. I'm not a medical professional. I'm a cannabis professional, and I am not promoting the use of cannabis. I am just here trying to educate you in case you do choose to use cannabis. That way you can make the right decision for yourself when you're at your local dispensary. So cartridges, there are a bunch of different cartridges on the menu and in the marketplace today. I mean, there's so many different states that are legal. There's so many different cartridges that are being invented. There are 3-gram cartridges, there are 5-gram cartridges, there are disposable cartridges. So the 3 major types of cartridges and how they are made are distillate cartridges. Those are the cheapest versions. They're going to be the least expensive when you go to your local dispensary. Then there are live resin cartridges. Those are going to be in the middle of the road. They're going to be a little more than the distillate, but a little less than the third one, and that is live rosin cartridges. We're going to get into the distillate first. So how distillate cartridges are made, they either use CO2 or butane to extract the oil out of the cannabis flower and then put those into the cartridges. You can really tell butane ones because they're kind of harsh. They don't taste the greatest, and a lot of them will clog like halfway through, 3/4 of the way through. And to be honest with you, they're the least healthy of the 3 versions of cartridges that are out there, because no matter how much they try to get rid of all the butane that was in there from extracting the oil, they're leaving a little of that butane in. There's no way for them to extract, to get all that butane out of the final product. So there is going to be a little butane left in there, which is very bad for your lungs to be breathing in butane. Anybody who smokes a lot, has smoked a lot of distillate cartridges in the past, know that your throat starts to burn. It starts really hurting your throat after a while. And that is because A, in the distillate ones, they don't use the best flour, and B, they're using butane a lot of the times. The second version of cartridges that you find out at your local dispensary are live resin cartridges. Now, anything that you see that has live in front of it just means that when they harvested the plant, they immediately flash froze. They put it in a freezer, that flower, and they're using that fresh frozen flower in whatever product they are selling. So live just means fresh. It's fresh. But in live resin cartridges, they're still extracting the oil the same way as they're using in the distillate ones. They're using CO2 or butane, some kind of chemical to extract that oil out of the plant. You will notice in live resin cartridges, though, the flavor is going to be a lot better. It's going to be a lot smoother, simply just because they're using fresh frozen flour instead of the dried and cured flour like that we smoke in bowls or joints. So it's going to be a little better for you. It's going to feel a little better. The effects may be a little cleaner. You may feel a little nicer than the distillate ones, but it's still not the best thing for your health. The third and last one is the best thing for your health, and it is the best cartridge on the market, and that is live rosin cartridges. Now, the live rosin is used the same way as the live resin. They use fresh frozen flour to extract the oil, but how they're extracting the oil is a lot different. In rosin, they are using heat and pressure. That's it, no chemicals. They're just using heat and pressure and extracting the oil that way, and then it's going into your cartridge. That is the best thing for your health, is that process because they're not using butane, they're not using CO2, they're not using any chemicals that could be left in the final product. It's just heat and pressure. And then you'll also notice it's a lot smoother on your throat because there's not that added chemical in it. It's also going to taste a lot better because they're just using heat and pressure to extract the terpenes and the oil out of that flower. So you're getting all those terpenes with no additives in there. So you're really tasting what the strain of that flower is supposed to taste like. Also, in these live rosin cartridges, you can also find a lot cleaner of a final product. You'll see it in the cartridge. It will be a lot more clear than the distillate. Distillate will be like a yellow oil. In the rosins, it will be a clear final product. It should be a clear final product. Also, if you find a ceramic coil, if you find a live rosin cartridge with a ceramic coil, that is the one you should go to because that ceramic coil is going to burn the oil at the perfect temperature. It won't clog as much and you'll be able to smoke it all the way down and you'll notice it in your lungs and in the flavor of the cartridge. But those are the 3 different types of cartridges that are out there right now: distillate, live resin, and live rosin. I hope you liked this video. If you did, like, subscribe, and comment. I'm trying to grow this channel and blow it up. But I am the king of cannabis. As always, positive thoughts equal positive results. I hope you stay elevated.